I need gold as you can see I've only got 2 golden nuggets, which definitely isn't enough. So I think it's time we make a gold farm. And anyway, welcome back to the series. So we're back in our hardcore world after, well, about a month now, and I'm ready to get started again. So to start with, I want a gold farm, as definitely need some of that. And then we can also use gold to barter. So we're going to be making 2 farms today, gold farm and bartering farm. And they're going to be both very simple ones that you can build in your world in about 20 minutes, well 30 minutes in total to build both of them. And anyway, these farms are both designed by ENX04, so go and check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description. So let's get right into it. First of all, we need quite a few trapdoors, so I'm going to hop over to this forest and I'm going to participate in some nice, calming deforestation. A stack and 16 of logs should be enough to get the 17 trapdoors we need. So let's just put our, not stack, let's put 16 in there and let's see how many we can make of that. 10 times 2, so that's 20. So let's see, 16 and 18, we have to make 1 extra as you can only do it in 2s. Then we can put all of that excess in here, which is actually looking pretty messy. But anyway, the next material is brick slabs, so we've already got plenty of those. Next we need 12 ladders, so we've already got a few. And then where did I put that wood? There we go. So we can make these into sticks, and hopefully we've got enough to make a couple more ladders. There we go, 6, that's only 8, so we'll need a few more sticks. And there, 14, 2 more than that's needed, so that's good. We'll need a couple of chests, so let's maybe do, so how many chests will that give us? That'll give us 4 chests, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do maybe 8 chests, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's do 8 chests. That should be enough chests to do a bit of storage, so we'll need 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these will be turned into hoppers. And here we go, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. And leave the rest as normal chests. And for the building blocks, I have this chest of basically random junk, but I have some glass, so I'm just going to use that as it's automatically spawn proofed. And I should probably take a nap before going out to build it. And yes, that is all the materials we need for this gold farm. It's just that simple. Other than one thing that I did forget, we also need to go and get some obsidian from the end, so let's go and do that now. I forgot to show you this, but we did actually make a little concrete duper here at the end. And here's just the chunk loader. And the reason why I haven't shown this is because I was planning on making a video that used some concrete, and that's why there were those materials in the chest, but then I decided to start a video. So we've got this little simple concrete duper right here. Anyway, let's go through to the end to get our obsidian. For the farm we need only 54 obsidian, so this shouldn't take too long. And this is the last block. There we go. It only took 3 columns, well, a little bit less than 3 columns actually. So this is my little mining pillar that I've hollowed away a bit before for other farms too. Anyway, let's go back to the overworld and get building. Before I forget though, I want to quickly come and put a lantern in here, so maybe 1 there, and then also 1 can go in the roof there. As when I quickly go in here and turn gamma override off, as you can see it's quite dark in here actually, so it's nice to get a bit of light. Normally though I play with it on, as then you can see a bit better when I go to Nether or into farms or something like that. So that's just a little peek into the mods I use. To start with, we have to turn on chunk borders and come to a border here. And I think this is what I'm going to make it. So this makes use of 4 chunks as spawning spaces. So here we go, here are the 4 chunks. And we're actually going to be making the platforms below the roof. We're going to hollow out some rooms here. Now I just need to go through these chunks, checking that they're all nether waste, and none of it is a different biome. Then we can only get piglins and zombie piglins spawning in this. Anything like, well, I don't know, something like skeletons wouldn't be good if we were in a salt sand valley. And it seems it's all no waste. So now all I'm going to do is note down these coordinates. So that's 47 and then minus 80. There we go. Now we've got that area marked out. We can go back to our base, well not there, to the little hole we've got here in the bedrock, and let's go down. So now all we've got to do is find that location in the, well, the normal nether, let's say. So what I'm going to do is actually go back up here and we can tunnel to it. As you will have seen, where was it? So it's over here, as you'll see, it's over a lava lake, so it'll be a bit hard to try and get there from below. So we're going to just come at the level of it. We need to be on Y118, and now let's just start digging in this direction. This is where we need to go for the first coordinate. Now that we've reached the first coordinate, we can just dig towards the second one, which is in this direction now. And here we are, right below that block that we placed earlier. So now let's quickly turn on chunk borders. Here we go. Now you can see we've got these lines here. So we want to dig out a room based on where these lines go. We're going to dig all the way out to one side. So that should be coming up any time now. There we go. Now we're going to dig out this side too. And we're going to dig out 4 chunks this way in a 2 high room at this level. Luckily I checked in time, my pickaxe is only at 74 durability, so we'll have to take out our ender chest and use our fortune pick, which we've got in here. There we go. We'll probably also have to throw out some netherrack so we can actually pick up our ender chest again. There we go. Wouldn't want to lose a pickaxe. And there we go, we've now got the outside all hollowed out, so now we just have to hollow out the inside bits here. And here is the first room hollowed out, so now it's time to start putting in the portal. So actually I'm going to do this with just my fist so I don't end up breaking a load of blocks. Need to break 2 there, then also need a few blocks broken up here. So let's go up like that, and now we want to go up to that level, then we can take some of our obsidian and we can start building a portal. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All we have to do is quickly come and place 2 blocks there, 2 there, 2 there, 1, 2 there. Then we can place 1 more up there. And now we can dig up a little bit to the next room. So we need our feet on 1, 2, 1. So here we are. And now we can start hollowing out a room up here, as we'll need 2 rooms for this farm. However, both of my pickaxes are now almost broken, with only 67 left on this one and 69, and I wouldn't want to break them. So over here at the spider farm, to just quickly repair them. There, both of my picks are now healed up, so we can put our totem back in our offhand and get back to hollowing out that room. Before we head out though, we need to quickly go into a river like this. Need to harvest some of the seagrass here, which you don't have space for. So let's throw out some netherrack. We just need to harvest a little bit of it. So 8 should do. And now we need to go around looking for some turtles. Hopefully we can find some on these beaches. Here we go, finally found some. So let's quickly lure them a bit further over. Let's breed them and hopefully we can see this one is one that's going to lay eggs. Now we just have to wait for this one to get to some water. Or get to this beach, because I think this is a beach biome. So when this one gets over to here, which I think is its home beach where it spawned on, then it should be able to lay some turtle eggs. Might as well breed these two too. See which one's got the eggs. I think that one probably. Yes, that one's slightly taller. Anyway, it's now laying all the eggs here. And soon we'll have some nice little turtle eggs. We only need one for this farm. Let's make sure we're using Silk Touch, otherwise it'll just destroy the egg. Let's move that one out of the way. Yes, and there we go. 1, 2, 3. And it's frozen the wreck out. There, we've got 3 turtle eggs. Now this one will also lay some. Here we go. Laying. Wow, that is a lot of particles on my screen right there. Look at that. What a lot of particles, little turtle. Come on. Got to lay an egg soon then, after all those particles in sand. Ah, it's going onto grass. Let's move this one out of the way a bit. So it doesn't get in the way of this one. And that, I think that's 3 more turtle eggs. If this would just get off it. Oops, don't want to be on top of it. Come on. There we go. And there. And that's a reason why I have turtle eggs. Oh, and there's 1 more left over. There we go. Oops, used fortune on that one. Anyway, let's fly back to the base and start on the room again. It's time to get digging again, I guess. Here is the 2nd floor now done, and all we want to do is quickly come to the edges here, and we want to just break those 4 blocks here. Let's just squidge that one over there a bit. And we're going to take our trapdoors, just going to lay them like this. And this will trick the normal piglins into just wandering off there, and then they'll despawn in these corners. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. And now we can place the trapdoors. And I do want them to look kind of nice, so I'm going to do them in the same way on each side. And there's the last trapdoor that we need. So now all we need to do is come up to here, and we'll just want to quickly put some blocks like that. Actually, let me quickly go and look at the tutorial. So here we need to put 2 blocks here, 1, 2, 1, 2, like that, not with that one there. And then we can extend these upwards, and then this should be the farm. Other than that, we have to quickly go 1, 2 here. We can place that block back. And this is the bottom part. And now what we need to do, temporary block there. Then we take our trapdoor, we place 1 like that, and we can remove that one there. And that's the basic spawning platform. So 2 layers of that, and then there'll be a turtle egg on that block behind the trapdoor when we're finished. At the moment we don't want all the zombie pigmen in here at the moment though. Now we just need to come in here, jump up and place the turtle egg. And then all we do is check that there are no gaps, as we wouldn't want the pigmen going in to crush the turtle egg. Of course that's fine at the moment. We need to make sure that there are no gaps other than this portal. Okay, there. So now this part is finished. We can simply light the portal. If I just quickly go into my shulker box, get this and still out, we can light the portal. And of course they won't go through yet as the overworld side isn't done. So now we have to go to the corners in the overworld. I lied, now we need to come back to Nether, but this time on the Nether roof, and we need to pillar up and make the killing chamber first. Now that we're up at 244, we can place glass block here, and now quickly turn on chunk borders. So here is the cross between the 4 chunks, so this is where we're going to be AFKing. We've now got this little platform here where the killing chamber is going to go, and that little portal so we can get to the overworld to do the overworld side. And now all I'm going to do is, use fortune again. I'm just going to mine this big pillar out, as it's just an ugly thing in the sky and we don't really need it with the Elytra. Here is the killing chamber done, and as you can see it's pretty simple. So the player just stands in here and swipes at the mobs. Though I might just extend these down slightly, just so no mobs could hit me at all. There, so the player just stands in here swiping at all the mobs. Anyway, now we need to go to the overworld, and we need to start on the overworld side. On the overworld side, we need to pillar up at these coordinates, which I found by just multiplying the coordinates of a portal in the Nether by 8. So it is the portal that I came through, and I need to build up here to Y 190. And if you want to find your own Nether portal chords for easy linking, I'll leave a link to a website where you just input the chords in one dimension and it gives you the coordinates in the other dimension, which is very useful. This is all the overworld side is, and as it's so far from anything that I'm ever going to go to, I'm just going to make it out of netherrack. So light 1 portal, light 2 portal, and let's go through this one. So this should take us to the killing chamber, hopefully. So let's see, yes, takes us to the killing chamber. And now it should start now. So let's just stand here and wait for the first ones to come through. And it could take a while as it works by pushing the mobs through. So let's just see if it works. This is what it looks like down here on the spawning platforms, and at the moment I'm using free camera. I'm up there at the killing chamber still. This is what it looks like, so they all come in from the outsides and wherever they are and get attracted to this turtle egg in the middle. But they get trapped by the portal first and all go through it, and as you can see there are lots of spawns in here, as there are no other spawning places around here that they can spawn in, so they're only spawning in here. And all of these piglins, well, they're scared of the zombie piglins, so they run to the outside where they fall in here and then despawn. But anyway, let's go and see if any have come up here. Wow! As you can see, we have loads and loads of piglins here. Wow, that was quick. As you can see, this is a very quick farm. Okay, I'm going to AFK here and see if we can get a bit of gold. After building the gold farm, we need somewhere to spend all this gold, so I've gathered all the materials we'll need for a very simple bartering farm. And actually, this is also very fast, because the reason why it's so simple, well, not so simple actually, it's not too simple, but it's so good because it has automatic piglin stocking, so you don't have to go and put each one in individually and then also name tag it and do all that. It automatically stocks them. Now what we want to do is quickly go in free cam. We want to look for a crimson forest biome where the little piglins can spawn. So we need to find one of those, because that's where we're going to be building this farm. Before we go there, we need to convert some pumpkins to carved pumpkins, so I've built this tower, which is quite ugly. Basically, all I did was I had pumpkins in my offhand, shears in main hand, then as I placed them, I had to shear them before placing the next block. Now they're all turned into carved pumpkins, I can just mine this tower down, and I'm getting carved pumpkins. Here we are in a crimson forest biome, and just over there is our hoglin farm, so pretty close. And I think just below here is where I'm going to build it. So what we want to do is first we want to just, well, not do that. We want to place one scaffolding with one on top. There we go. And now we want to build this all the way up to, well, as far as we can go with this amount of scaffolding. I'd like to quickly show you a bedrock breaking method that's really quick and easy, and I've been using a bit already so you can see it works. So basically all we need to do is place piston there, block on top. That could be any block, I just recommend maybe something like netherrack. So let's quick break. One block there that we can stand on, then we'll need one block there. So as you can see, that updates piston. Then we can remove the redstone block, it should stay extended like that. Then we come over to this 9x9 area of redstone dust with a lever in the middle. Now we're going to toggle past right clicks at 32 clicks per game tick. We're going to count 1, 2. There, that should be enough. Now we can come here, update the piston by doing that, break it, and then place the other piston back in. And as you can see, it's quite laggy. But this is working now, as you can see. So we've got this piston, but then we've also got piston head still extended it here. or block, well, not block 36 actually. Block 36 is a moving piston. But anyway, after a little bit, then this will come back in, and this will glitch, and then it'll be facing that way suddenly. Yep, just like that. And there, the bedrock is now broken. And this is a really cool trick that is easy to do. And once you've got one broken, it's pretty easy to get a few more broken, because now we can just do something like that, then block on top, redstone there, and then block here. That'll extend it, break the redstone. And now what we've got to do is we'll actually need, for this one, we'll need a trapdoor, as we'll need to use that to get down below so we can place piston. So now we can do 1, 2, there, that should give us enough time, and we haven't got enough hunger. Anyway, so now we can break this trapdoor, and then we'll also need our pistons, break this, place that, and I think I actually did that wrong because I didn't run out of time. So this should shortly unbreak. So down here, and the way back up where we break bedrock is right up here. Well, down here I've made a shulker box loader, and this is a fully manual, so it works by you open it, you hold down this button, as you can see that observer just went past. This goes into here, and it'll only break it when you close the shulker box, then it redispenses another one. And then the last one is just put in here. Let's just take these out because we need them. And then there's a bit of storage here, which we could extend if we want to, but I don't think I ever need that many shulkers of stuff. I don't think I even have that many shulkers. But anyway, now it's time to get to the automatic stocking of this farm, which is what will allow it to be so simple and easy. The farm is now done, so the spawning platforms up here, this is all it is. And a few of them are still stuck up here, the ones with pumpkins. And pumpkins just mean they don't despawn. Anyway, so most of them fell down here, but we now have a whole bunch of them stuck in these scaffolding blocks. So how you work the farm is you have that open, and actually we can use it now. So if we go up here, then I actually have some gold. Wow, that was a lot of lag all of a sudden. I actually have some gold up here, yeah, quite a bit of it. So we can use some of this to test the farm. That should be enough. Let's just throw some of our random junk in here that we don't really need. And we've got a lot of gold now. So we can now test the farm for once. Okay, so we jump up here, and then we put all of the items in there. Then we drop down like that, and it picked up most of the gold, so we do that. And then what we need to do is we hold down on this button, and it'll put all of the items that we get into this shulker box. And when it's full, all we need to do is exit the shulker box, and then that will break it, and the next one will be shot up. And it should happen pretty soon, so let's just... After bartering, I think it's 18 stacks of golden ingots, this is what we have. So that is a lot of material, so we've got right there. And that should last us for quite a while. And whenever I need to, I can come back and use this farm to get loads of stuff. The most important ones being the things like quartz, which we've got lots of there, gravel, also some blackstone and soul sand. So loads of good things in there.